The small town of 𝐾𝐨𝐬 was known for its peaceful streets and close-knit community, but that was about to change. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the empty streets, a group of high school friends found themselves at the center of a mysterious and suspenseful night. In the heart of 𝐾𝐨𝐬 High School, 4 friends, John, Emily, Jake, and Sonia, decided to explore the abandoned school building rumored to be haunted. They had heard whispers about strange occurrences and ghostly sightings, and curiosity got the better of them. The school's deserted hallways echoed with their footsteps as they ventured deeper into the shadows. The air grew colder, and the dim light from their flashlights created eerie shapes on the walls. Lily, the adventurous one of the groups, led the way with a mischievous grin. As they reached the old gymnasium, the group began to feel an uneasy tension in the air. Cobwebs hung from the rafters like ghostly drapes, and dust danced in the weak beams of their flashlights. Jake, the skeptic of the group, scoffed at the superstitions. "Haunted or not, this place gives me the creeps," Emily whispered, gripping her flashlight tightly. Suddenly, a distant noise echoed through the gym. A creaking sound, like footsteps on the wooden floor. The group froze, exchanging nervous glances. John, the level-headed one, tried to reassure them. "It's probably just the wind or some animal," John said, though doubt lingered in his voice. Sonia, undeterred, continued leading the group through the gymnasium and into the connected hallway. As they approached a set of double doors, the whispers grew louder. The friends exchanged worried looks but pushed open the doors, revealing a long, dark corridor. The flickering lights above cast a series of unsettling shadows on the peeling wallpaper. The group pressed on, drawn by an inexplicable force. They stumbled upon an old school library, its shelves lined with dusty books that seemed untouched for years. As they explored, they discovered an ancient-looking diary hidden behind a row of books. Emily cautiously opened it and began to read aloud an entry dated decades ago. The diary spoke of a tragic incident that occurred in the school, involving a student who had mysteriously disappeared. The friends were captivated by the eerie tale, unaware that they were not alone. The whispers grew louder, forming into indistinguishable voices. Panic set in as they realized the shadows around them seemed to be moving independently. During their fear, the group noticed a flicker of movement at the far end of the library. They turned their flashlights toward the source, revealing a ghostly figure, the silhouette of a student from another era. The apparition stared at them with hollow eyes, and the air became charged with an otherworldly energy. The friends, now terrified, stumbled over each other to escape the library. The whispers turned into anguished cries, echoing through the empty halls. The ghostly figure followed them, appearing and disappearing in the flickering light. As they reached the school's entrance, the group burst through the doors and into the moonlit night. The whispers faded, and the ghostly figure vanished. Gasping for breath, they looked back at the darkened school, realizing that some mysteries were better left untouched. The next day, the friends struggled to come to terms with the inexplicable events of the night before. The diary had disappeared, leaving them with only their memories and a lingering sense of unease. 𝐾𝐨𝐬 High School remained a place of whispers in the shadows, a mystery that would haunt their memories for years to come. Hi, my name is Morgan, and I am 17 years old. I am a student of British Lyceum. I am a very shy and timid boy, because of which I had to face many problems in my high school. In the whole school, I had only one friend whose name was Jacqueline. Both of us were very good in our studies, and every time Jacqueline and me got a position in the class. There was a group of 4 boys in our class who were very incompetent in studies, and they used to tease us a lot. They never left any chance to hurt us. There was a new boy in our class whose name was Harry. He was very quiet and did not mix with anyone. After some time, I befriended him. He became my good friend. But I was very surprised by some of his habits, and that was that he often used to talk to himself alone and used to laugh for a long time. One day after school, me, 𝐥𝐤𝐤𝐿, and 𝐵𝐵ry went to put their bags in their lockers, and when I opened my locker, there was a horrible doll inside it covered in blood. I was horrified to see it, and the group of 4 boys stood there laughing at me because it was their mischief. Seeing me panic, 𝐵𝐵ry glared at them and said, "You will not bother Morgan after this is the first and last warning." As soon as 𝐵𝐵ry said that, the boys started laughing loudly, and one of them, named Jack, went towards 𝐵𝐵ry and tried to hit him, but as Jack reached his hand out to hit 𝐵𝐵ry, Jack got hit. I stopped. He was thrusting, but his hand wasn't moving forward or backward. Suddenly, we were all very worried because Jack's hand twisted in the air and he started screaming in pain. 𝐵𝐵ry, looking angrily in his eyes, he said, "I told you not to bother Morgan after today." The 4 boys ran away from the locker room and went to the basement of the school. They were all very scared, and 𝐵𝐵ry followed them. I followed them to stop 𝐵𝐵ry. As I was descending the stairs to the basement, I was shocked to see 𝐵𝐵ry because he was going down the stairs with the help of his hands, not foot. His foot is in the air and hands are grounded. The boys were very frightened, and one of them fainted. As he descended the stairs, 𝐵𝐵ry raised his hand in the air, and Jack, who was standing far away from 𝐵𝐵ry, raised his hand in the air. He seemed to be constantly closing his hand tightly. It seemed as if he was holding Jack's body in the air and was squeezing him hard. Jack's condition was very bad, and he was crying badly. I plucked up the courage to go to 𝐵𝐵ry and ask him to stop it. When 𝐵𝐵ry looked at me, his eyes were redder than blood, but I told 𝐵𝐵ry to please leave him as he was. Had to get a lesson, got it, and we were never teased after that. After that, we went to our houses in silence. The next day was Sunday, so me and 𝐵𝐵ry went to play at 𝐥𝐤𝐤�'s house in the evening. We asked 𝐵𝐵ry, "What was all this? How did you do it?" 𝐵𝐵ry said, "It's a secret that only I know, but you're my best friend." "So I'll tell you," said 𝐵𝐵ry. "I've had a 𝐿 with me since I was born, and he's always been my friend. Lives with me and protects my people." 𝐵𝐵ry said so much that I understood who he was talking to in private. I nervously asked him if he was still here, and he said he is always with me to protect me, but don't be afraid of him. He knows you both are my friends. 𝐥𝐤𝐤 and I were scared, but 𝐵𝐵ry's comforting cheered us up a bit. 𝐵𝐵ry asked us if you both wanted to meet him, so we nervously said yes. So 𝐵𝐵ry told his friend to look at him. As soon as he saw us, both me and 𝐥𝐤𝐤 shivered badly because he was as small as ours, but very scary. He had long nails and crooked feet and long hair that hid his face, and his eyes were so red that we could not even see them. 𝐵𝐵ry was expelled from school after the incident, but 𝐵𝐵ry was a very good friend of ours and always took care of us. 𝐥𝐤𝐤 and I have never been bothered by anyone since 𝐵𝐵ry left school, but 𝐥𝐤𝐤 and I still get scared every time we think about this ghost. Its face, long nails, crooked feet, long hair, and red eyes. 𝐥𝐤𝐤 and I were very worried and frightened because of those bad boys' actions. They would take out our homework copies and throw them in dustbin. Sometimes they would throw away our lunch. 𝐥𝐤𝐤 and I dared many times to tell our teacher all this, but we could not tell anyone because we are so frightened of those bad boys.